Anyway, yeah. It's very disappointing. It's very disappointing. It's very disappointing that the police department is in favor. It looks like they support the annihilation of the birds here. I'm just going to come out and say it. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. If you expect me to try and get that kind of evidence, I got a lot of evidence. Bryant and I saw him pick up 3 dead birds with the binoculars, put them in a yellow plastic bag, and take them into the building, okay, on the roof level. And then he took out of his pocket and he spread something, which obviously you couldn't see exactly what he spread, but whatever he spread, he put more poison down where the birds ate. A few days later, I got a picture of 2 crows eating in the same spot where he put down the poison, okay? And then you have a manager of this shopping center saying, I'm going to kill each and every bird. I don't know, that is not enough evidence. And I took a video and pictures of the 2 crows that were eating in the spot where he threw down, because there's never crows eating there. There are never crows eating on the rooftop because there's nothing to eat, okay? I mean, what more do you want? Yes, it's circumstantial to a point, but on the other hand, it's not, okay? And Meister takes out every crow nest in the area every year. So obviously he took out Charlie's nest, and along with all the other crows that were there. There are no crows on the school grounds, and they all disappeared the same day Charlie did. He put poison down on the lawn. You can't do that, but he did it, and he killed Charlie and his family, and the police don't seem to get it. They just don't seem to get it, okay? I said, what if it was your dog? What if it was your dog and someone came in and your dog had a mate and they had a litter of puppies and someone came in and poisoned all of them? How would you feel? How would you feel? Well, that's exactly how I feel. What happened to Charlie, okay? That's exactly how I feel. So, yeah, it's really quite awful what's going on here. And I don't know how to stop it. I think the one way you could put pressure on these people is having the documentary, okay? That might help. That might do it. Now, there's a thing called Indiegogo. I think it's a platform to raise money for film, documentaries, short films, even full-length feature films. And that's the way Cowspiracy, a documentary on sustainability and livestock, particularly pertaining to cows, and how it affects global warming and the world at large, the meat industry, and they raised money to do their documentary on that platform. So maybe there might be some hope for that, right? So I'm thinking about doing that. And they raised over $100,000, and yeah, the only difference is that the director was the one who raised the money, or his company, and then they directed it themselves. They had all the equipment, they had everything. I don't have that. But that doesn't mean that I can't find some amateur directors to get this documentary done. And it's going to be called Ode to Charlie, okay? And it'll be about this whole bird war, this whole entire several years of this campaign against destroying the birds, okay? Which goes from the locals to business, to police, to district attorneys, to corrupt laboratories in St. Gallen, corrupt police, corrupt district attorney, corrupt city council, right? And using what the people pay their taxes for, keeping road maintenance and salt and all of that, and using some of those things against the birds, like throwing salt down on the sidewalk here when it's 40 degrees outside. Whoever heard of such a thing? But they did. The day after, when the city councilman, Ernst Sula, attacked me on the field, not just once, but twice. He verbally assaulted me and threatened me, by the way. And the day after that, the city maintenance crew came out here and threw salt. Salt is, of course, deadly to birds. At 40 degrees Celsius. Just think about that. Yeah, you go slow. Thank you very much. Thank you. Anyway, we have some mallard ducks out here. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mallard ducks, male and female. That's the most we've had. That's the most we've ever had. Of course, the nights are getting cooler. The nights are getting cooler, and the days are getting shorter. So, yeah. I'm trying to think what I got left here. I got some, oh, I also got this here. We'll see. I don't know what happened to our pigeons. What happened to our pigeons? I don't know. Anyway, it was not a nice experience at the police station, but it never is, okay? Because you know that they're all against you, and they took those 2 criminal charges they threw in the trash. They had no right to do that, and the other one against unknown people that took a year to reach a decision that the samples, that the 6 or 7 samples, all of them, not one of them was poisonous, and on and on and on. And of course that's not true, because I sent 3 of those samples from those 6 or 7 samples to a lab in California, right? Someone came out here to visit, I'm not going to say who, and they took the samples back with them, okay, in their suitcase. So, yes, they're, what is it, Miracle on 34th Street. I forgot the name of the little girl, when she's thinking about Santa Claus, if there really is a Santa Claus. And there's a famous quote from that film, and I can't remember the little girl's name, but yes, there really is a boogeyman out there. Yes, there is. And we've had to do something about it. I'm very discouraged and disappointed and frustrated, but whoever's listening out there, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up, and before I leave this continent, there will be a documentary done here in Kreuzlingen on this whole matter of this corruption here in Kreuzlingen, and the subversion that I've encountered on all levels, and basically, most important factor is the annihilation of the birds. They're at risk. It's almost an impossible thing that they're born, that they're able to survive the bird haters who destroy their nest and poison their family and them. To survive that, then to be able to grow up and survive the poisoners and the bird haters. It's, well, someone scared the birds here. Trying to think where that was, where that came from. Behind the Hayfley building? Somewhere. But yeah, it's very bad. We got someone here at the church. So far I don't see him. We're going to put this out here right now. They'll come down and get it. And I got some organic walnuts. Put this out here for the birdies. Gosh, I hope that birdie made it yesterday. I think he was just stunned momentarily, and I hope that he didn't have, how should I say, you know, any damage to his head. His wings were okay because he could fly, but I'm worried that he had some sort of damage. He may have lost an eye. We don't know. We don't know. He laid there for a second, and as I came near him, he flew away. And I watched him fly, and he seemed to fly okay. But we don't know what other internal injuries or whatever. And then eventually he died. We don't know. We just don't know. But it was 100% sure that that young man did that on purpose. He tried to kill birds. He tried to kill them. Okay? So, anyway, pretty soon I'm going to stop feeding here on this sidewalk, and I'm only going to feed in the middle of the field, and that's for